Hello everyone, this is Ninja Girl Suck of the Wind here, back with another Legend of Korra review. This time it's, of course, Book 4, Episode 2, Korra Alone. And I love that title, by the way. It's kind of a little throwback to Zuko Alone from the original series. And my gosh, this episode, I think it's my new favorite of the entire series. It was just mind-blowing. Really, it was. It basically picks up where we left off, but it is actually quite similar to Zuko Alone, where there's a lot of flashbacks. And the flashbacks with Korra begin with her leaving to go back to the Southern Water Tribe, like we saw in the one clip that was released. And she says goodbye to everyone and plans to be away only for a couple weeks. But when she gets home, she's having nightmares, she can't sleep, and she's not eating either. And her mother, Senna, comes up to her one night and says, "Honey, you haven't been sleeping, you haven't been eating, your father and I are worried about you, please go see Katara, you've been home for a while, please go see Katara." And Korra agrees. And her mom was so sweet. She said, "Look, you're gonna get through this. It's gonna be okay. Your father and I love you. Just hang in there. You're gonna be okay." And her mother hugs her, and just one single tear comes down her cheek, Korra's cheek, and I thought that was so sweet. So, I like Korra's mom here. Very good parenting. And Korra does, as she said, she goes to Katara, but finds out that Katara cannot fully heal her, which annoys her, Korra anyway, and she just really wants to get back to her old self, to be the Avatar again. But Katara helps her understand that if she believes and thinks she can do something, that she can, and tells her to visualize in her mind her toes moving, because Korra couldn't actually walk. And she does, and it actually works. She actually wiggles her toes, and that makes her quite happy. And throughout the next few times she sees Katara, I guess, she slowly does learn to walk again, and she is so happy about it that she actually invites Tenzin to show him that I'm getting better, I can actually fight again. And she actually goes to the area where the very first episode began with her firebending exam, and I think she fights the same people from the White Lotus. And at first they hold back a little bit, and she says, "Come on, I can take it." And they come at her full force, except instead of winning and kicking their butt, which she usually does, Korra sees Zahir again, and she freaks out, and she actually gets knocked to the ground. And Tenzin tells him, "Okay, that's enough for today." And Korra's, of course, extremely frustrated with herself, and she's just annoyed that she can't bounce back. And Tenzin tells her, "Look, it's okay. Kuvira's handling the problem in the Earth Kingdom. We can handle the other stuff. Just focus on your recovery." And even Korra says, "But I should be the one handling the problem in the Earth Kingdom, not Kuvira." But again, Tenzin just says, "It's okay. Just focus on getting better." She agrees to do that reluctantly. And eventually we do see Korra leave the Southern Water Tribe. And she says she's going back to Republic City. And by the way, everyone, while she was gone, had been writing letters to her. The only one she responded to was Asami, though. But yeah, Korra decides that she wants to go back to Republic City to be near her friends and keep her mind off everything that happened with Zahir, and she hopes that that'll help her really just get back to her old self. And she makes a stop at some food stand somewhere, and the owner actually recognizes she's the Avatar, and this guy's hilarious. He actually asks if he can get a picture with her, and shows her that Aang had actually gotten a picture taken there. because he apparently really liked the food, and the picture was hilarious. So Korra allows him to take the picture, and after that, they both actually see that someone's trying to steal some food or something. 2 bags of something. I assume it's food. And the stand says, well, what are you waiting for? Go get him. And she goes to fight him and she says actually, hey, give that stuff back, or else. And she goes to fight, however, she again gets knocked down because she sees Zahir in her mind. So, yeah, not good. And the owner of the stand's wife comes up and says, are you sure she's the Avatar? So that did not help Korra's confidence at all. Poor Korra. She then leaves that little area and continues on her way to Republic City, and she's almost there when she sees a vision of herself in the Avatar state. And I guess it spooks her, and she decides not to go there, and she goes off on her own, and that's when she changes her clothes and cuts her hair. She then goes to the spirit world and goes to the Tree of Time from the Book 2 finale. And some spirits come across her and at first don't recognize her, but then she says, yes, I'm the Avatar. I just changed my clothes and cut my hair. And they're like, okay, it is you. And the one spirit actually did recognize her before anyone else. And Korra explains what's been going on with her. She can't seem to go into the Avatar state. She can't seem to connect with Rava's spirit and energy anymore. And that's why she had gone there. She went there to actually meditate, to try and see if she could do so. And the spirits even pointed out beforehand that they couldn't even sense Rava, so that explains why. And they offer to help. One in particular offers to help, but she says, look, people have been trying to help me for years. Nothing has worked. I have to do this on my own. And she leaves the spirit world, apparently, and then finds herself at the earthbending town, or I think it's got to be an earthbending Earth Kingdom town. So that's where we saw her in the last episode. And she is still apparently seeing visions of herself in the Avatar state constantly. She thinks it's all in her mind, and she is worried that she's literally going crazy. Then this little dog comes up to her, and she follows it, thinking, okay, this little guy is trying to show me something. So she follows it, and that's actually when she got to the earthbending arena that we saw her in the last episode. So yeah. Korra is then afterward led to, of all places, the swamp. And then it's revealed that the little dog creature is actually the spirit that offered to help her and the one who recognized her. And she was upset that the spirit didn't just reveal itself, but it explains that, well, if I had shown you who I really was, you wouldn't have followed me, would you? And even Korra admits, yeah, I probably wouldn't have. And Spirit explains that there's someone in the swamp that she needs to see. So she continues to follow and then sees herself in the Avatar state again. And she freaks and is like, you're not real, you're in my head, go away. But this vision actually attacks her. And it's most likely in her mind, but this vision of herself actually drags her down into a pool of what looks like the very same poison that Zahir used on her. And she passes out after that, I guess. And she wakes up in this cave. And she's like, what happened? Because there's somebody in there, actually. And the person explains, you tell me. I just found you passed out there. And Korra says, well, a spirit led me here and said it was supposed to meet someone. Is that you? And the person then says, well, if your avatar instincts tell you that you should be here, then you should listen to them. And Korra's like, wait a minute, you recognize me? And the person goes, yeah, we were friends in your previous life. Korra then makes a little fire ball in her hand to have some light. And she says, I can't believe it. Toph? It was Toph that she was meant to see. And Toph looks older, obviously. She has long gray hair, but she's wearing pretty much her old outfit from the original series. It looks similar, and it was awesome to see her. And the ending, what she says at the very end, made me tear up. She says, nice to see you again, Twinkle Toes. Oh, I teared up. Toph. Oh, Toph was always one of my favorite characters from the original series. It was always Katara, Azula, and then Toph were my top 3 from Avatar: Last Airbender. Korra, however, has become my number 1 favorite. So, yeah. But, whoa. Toph, I did not expect her to be back so soon. I thought it would be more towards the end. But, wow. It was amazing to see her again. Hopefully we find out what she's been up to. We knew she was journeying around the world, just, I guess, seeking her own personal enlightenment, really. But it'll be cool to see what she's been up to. And hopefully she can help Korra bounce back, because she is really lost right now. And it's very weird that she can't seem to go into the Avatar state and connect with Rava. Something must have got blocked off when Zahir did what he did to her. And right now I hate him for it, because he really hurt my favorite character of the series. Badly, but she will bounce back, but what is she going to go through before then is the question. But this episode was just fantastic. I'm glad we got to see what happened with Korra, why she was freaking out so much. We pretty much knew it was Zahir traumatized her, but still, we get more detail of why. And the effects that everything had, and hopefully very soon she does fully bounce back. But just seeing Toph again, it was awesome. So yeah, definitely an episode worth watching. And if you have not yet, go watch it on Nick.com or the Nick app. Amazing episode, you won't be sorry. Oh my gosh. But that is my review for now. And I will see you guys next Friday for episode 3.